Hello, and welcome back to the Goodness Margin, the place where we find margin for the good things in life. Today, I'm going to share with you something that may seem a little bit surprising. I want to talk about why I believe that decluttering does not work. You've heard me talk about decluttering. I use the word to declutter pretty often. I use it in exchange with the words minimalism or minimizing, because for many people, the word decluttering isn't as scary as the word to minimize or minimalism. But there are a few issues that I have with decluttering, and today I want to share those with you. So the first problem I see with decluttering is that it's one and done. We consider it this event. I am going to declutter this room and I'm completely done. That's not going to fix our problem. Decluttering, minimizing your home, it's not something that we can just do in one event and it's going to fix itself and we're going to live in a decluttered environment forever. That's my number one issue. The second issue I see with decluttering is it doesn't include a system. We need a system in order to stay organized, in order for our area to stay looking the same way. So I can declutter my closet, I can take things out that I don't want to be in there anymore, and it can give the appearance that it's really, really neat. But if I don't have a system as to exactly where things go when I put things back in, or exactly how it works when I purchase something new, then that is not going to work. And the third issue that I see is decluttering does not address our old habits. Many of us, myself included, have habits where that we stop into a store and we see something on the clearance end cap of Target, and it's this really cute item and it's on a sale for a really, really great price. So why would you pass this up? It's such a great deal. Those are purchasing habits that decluttering just doesn't address. So I've shared with you the problems. Talking about the problems is not something that is useful. What is useful is how are we going to fix this? What are the simple steps that we can take to allow this system to work in our life? So the first thing that we want to do is we want to address the system. Once you have decluttered a space, once you have minimized the space and you have taken everything out of the space that doesn't need to be there anymore, and you're left with what belongs, now it's time to create a system. If you're talking about your closet, where do your skirts go? Where do your long sleeve shirts go? Are you going to coordinate your items by short sleeve, long sleeve, sleeveless? How are you going to do that? Are you going to go by color? What is the system that you are going to use? After you have worn clothes and you're doing laundry and you go to take that laundry back into your closet, where did those things go? Where can you put those things to easily keep your closet decluttered? It's the same thing for your kitchen. We'll pull all the stuff out of the cabinets, but if something that we need to get to often is behind stuff, then we'll find that that's not a system that works for us, where that we're just sticking that cup in a space because it doesn't really have a place that it fits. So creating a system is really important. Creating a system doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to go out and buy all new matching bands. You can just use the things that you have on hand and the things that work for you. And your system doesn't necessarily need to look like someone else's. What is the system that works best for you and for your family and your needs? Now, the final thing we want to address is our habits. We can declutter a space, but if we have the same spending habits, if we have the same purchasing habits, or even allowing things into our home, we have to address those habits. The habit of what we're purchasing, the habit of what we're allowing to keep in our home. So I'm going to give you a few questions to ask yourself the next time that you're in the store, the next time you're walking down that aisle at Home Goods that has those amazing seasonal items. And I think, oh my goodness, if I were to buy this pillow, it would decorate my house so well for spring. Before I grab those things, what do I need to ask myself? The first question to ask yourself is, do I need this? It's a simple question. Do I really need this? Yes or no? The next question is, where will I use this in my home? I have seen some really beautiful pieces of furniture that are on clearance at Home Goods. And some of the furniture in my home have been things that they were missing a handle or it had a scratch. And I was able to fix that and buy it for a fraction of the price. So I'll see these pieces and I think, goodness, that is beautiful. What a great deal. Okay, where am I going to use this in my home? Once I bring it in, do I have a specific purpose planned for it? If I don't, no matter how great of a deal it is, I need to pass that purchase up. The third question to ask yourself is, do I already own something like this? Or especially for things in our kitchen, do I already own something that has the same function as this item? If the answer is yes, then you need to ask yourself, am I planning to replace what I already have? Sometimes we're using something that we feel like doesn't function really well, and so we find a replacement. And then absolutely, as long as you come home and you go ahead and donate or throw away that other item. But if we're not replacing it, if we already have something that does the same thing, then we probably don't need that item. And number 4, can I wait on this purchase and think about it? Many times, if we'll put it back and we'll just go home and we think about it, if we continue to think about that item and we say, okay, I really, really want this, I really need this, I think it's going to benefit my life, then absolutely go back and make that purchase. You can even create a rule for yourself that you're going to go home and wait for a week, or you're going to wait 2 weeks. Just figure out whatever works best for you. But if you have decided to wait on that and then you're still thinking about it and you really need that item, then go ahead and go back and purchase it. If we ask ourselves those 4 questions each time we're making a purchase, we're going to make a big impact in what we bring into our home. We're not just going to mindlessly be bringing stuff into our home, but we're really going to be thinking about it. Decluttering in itself works for a short amount of time, but it doesn't work for a long period of time. After we declutter, if we create a system in that space, a system for how that we're going to put things away, a system for what we're bringing into that space, and we change our habits, we change the way that we're thinking about stuff. That stuff they're just tools that we can use in life. They aren't things that truly bring a lot of value to us. They're just stuff. If we change that mindset, we change those habits, we will see that a clutter-free home can truly bring margin for the good things into our life. If you've enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you'll be notified when the next video goes live.